Little Miss Bad by Roger Hargreaves. Little Miss Sunshine looked out of the window and thought back all the things that happened last week. Lots of things. Lots of bad things. Some things are just a little bit bad. Mr. Uppany's tennis racket strays was swapped into spaghetti. And the cream of Mr. Greeny's cream buns in his place of toothpaste. Some things were really quite bad. Little Miss Splendid's shower had covered her with ink. And somebody had painted cracks on the wall of Mr. Worry's house. Mr. Worry was so worried that his house might fall down, he had moved to his garden shed. Some things were really bad indeed. Somebody had saw Mr. Forgetful's car in half. Fortunately, Mr. Forgetful did not get upset. He simply thought that he must have forgotten the other house and left it at home. And somebody had sneaked into Little Miss Neat's house while she was away on holiday and left all the taps running. Little Miss Neat did get upset. Nobody knew who had done all these bad things, but Little Miss Sunshine had a very good idea who was behind it all. Little Miss Bad, she murmured to herself. Little Miss Bad was not good. Far from it. It, in fact, was about all you could get, which is a long way. But how to catch Little Miss Bad? This is the question Little Miss Sunshine was turning over in her mind. And then she had an idea, a very clever idea. The next day, a poster appeared in town square. It announced that there will be a grand contest to discover the most mischievous, naughty, or bad trick that I played last week. First prize is a fabulous holiday. How easy, said Little Miss Bad herself. That holiday is as good as mine. The day the grand contest dawned, by midday, a large crowd, gathered in town square. A stage had been built of the square. Little Miss Sunshine called for quiet. Each contestant, she explained, will come up the stage and describe their entry, and the panel judges will decide upon a winner. First up is Little Miss Bad. Little Miss Bad could not wait to get on stage. She was excited. She had spent the previous night trying to pick her worst or best trick, depending on how you look at it, but she had not been able to yet to decide. So she described them all to the crowd. From Mr. Uppany's head screens all the way to Little Miss Neat's wet house. She described them in great detail. Little Miss Bad was so carried away, she failed to notice that the crowd had fallen silent. It was only that when she had saw the expressions on everyone else's faces, she looked at Little Miss Sunshine, who was only the person in the square with a smile on the face, who a rather smug smile. And it was only suddenly occurred to Little Miss Bad what she was tricked into doing. I was only joking, she stammered. Anything more to say? Asked Little Miss Sunshine. Little Miss Bad looked very safe. I'm sorry, she said. Little Miss Bad had learned her lesson that day. The lesson continued as a number of weeks as it took her large time to prepare all the damage and clean up Little Miss Neat's house. Mr. Forgetful's car would never look quite the same. Luckily, he can't remember what it looked like in the first place. But nothing she had to do was have his bed those moments standing a stage with the crowd glaring at her. And it was a very long time before she even thought of doing anything that bad. And the same could be said of one other person that day, Mr. Mischief, who slipped away from his place next to the stage and snuck up home, where he breathed a very deep sigh of relief. No boy, that powerful pussycat. How come she played bad tricks? That's like Miss Naughty who did the bad tricks. I'm gonna read this story soon. Stay tuned for that. Hope I'll laugh. Don't you think that's funny? Mr. Noisy would have said that all be going off. Well. think it's some egads. As like a piece of... Oh no. Why would you do that? You edit Slack. You